All right. Let me go to Dale Peterson. Dale Peterson is running for the agriculture commissioner in Alabama. And I only wanted to get him on because I don't know anything about agriculture. I don't know anything about you, Dale. I just think you have the best TV spot I have ever seen.
Well, big guy, first of all, thanks for having me on here.
Sure.
And there was a little guy that did that ad. His website's film, F-I-L-M, Ladd, L-A-D-D.com, Ladd Ellinger. And he did a movie or two, and the last one he did was I guess what you'd say, used you as the character on it, and it was good, and he based on you. So he's not a political type guy at all. And when we did this, we never knew that it would cause so much ruckus around the country.
Well, I want to play it again, Dale. I want to play this ad. We played it about a half hour, but let me play the ad. Here it is.
I'm Dale Peterson, and I'm after the Republican nomination for Alabama Agriculture Commissioner. I've been a farmer, a businessman, a cop, a Marine during Vietnam, so listen up. Alabama Ag Commissioner is one of the most powerful positions in Alabama, responsible for $5 billion. Bet you didn't know that. You know why? Thugs and criminals. If they can keep you in the dark, they can do whatever they want with all that money. And they don't give a rip about Alabama. Here we are, losing 3 family farms a day. Illegals bust in by the thousands, and Alabama's unemployment's at an all-time high. And what are my opponents doing about it? Stealing yard signs in the dark of night from my supporters. Norman Grace brags on his Facebook page about receiving contributions from industries he would regulate. Bragging about receiving illegal money on Facebook. Who on earth would support such a dummy? And why? We're Republicans. We should be better than that. I'm Dale Peterson. I'll name names and take no prisoners. Give me the Republican nomination for Ag Commission, and let's show Alabama we mean business.
Dale, what kind of gun are you holding while you're doing that ad?
It's a 30-30 Winchester, Model 94.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from Alabamans?
Basically positive. The only negative feedback I've gotten has been from outside of Alabama. And only the negatives comes from the ultra liberals. But let me back up. I did get a comment from a left wing liberal out of California, and he said that he may disagree with me in some matters, but he agrees with me on this ad, and he sent me a donation. Unbelievable!
Wow,
from California.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like, they're like, don't let him do it. I bought it for a long time. God help us all.
But, I appreciate any donation I get because we're funding this out of our savings, and I won't take private interest money or special interest money and things like that. And I've been offered it. But, that's what we're trying to fight, big guy. We're trying to get these slugs and thugs and criminals out of government, and we have them down here. It's like you wouldn't believe. I think we rank number 2 in the nation in political corruptness, and every day.
Wait a minute.
What?
Political corruption? You're number 2 in the country?
Yeah, big guy. Didn't you know that?
No, I didn't, and I don't think I've ever had anybody call me big guy more than you ever in my entire life, maybe combined. Wait a minute. I had no idea that. I mean, I would think New Jersey, New York, California,
Louisiana.
Chicago.
Louisiana's ahead of us. If it wasn't for them, we'd be right there at the top.
So you're number 2 after Louisiana.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed.
Kind of arguably, I heard someone the other day said we're number 4, but
I didn't know there was a corruption survey.
We fluctuate depending on who goes to the pokey,
Wow. So what is it that you're trying to clean up? What kind of farm crime is there?
I guess the same thing you are. We're trying to get the people who are killing our country, and in my case, our state, out of the position of power. And if we can move them, our Congress down, our legislature and Senate is all Democrat, and it has been that way for 168 years. We have a chance this time to actually take control of it.
You know,
and I think we're going to do good.
Between the EPA and Cass Sunstein, I mean, how are you? I mean, these guys are big time anti-farm, and look what they're doing in California. I mean, it's incredible what these guys are doing.
It's worse than that. Look at Senate Bill 510 and what they're doing there and what they're going to.
What is it? What is it? I'm afraid to ask.
You know, if they take they disguising it under the food security and food safety type of act, and where they have centralized control, the government will centralized control over our food supply and that sort of thing. There won't be any need for a state agriculture commissioner. It'll be a federal director for each state, something like that.
I just saw I pointed up the TV. I was in a meeting and the TVs were on, and I pointed up to one of the guys who was in the meeting to follow the story. There was a story. I just saw the banner. Yeah. Red meat dangerous, some meat okay. I'm like, oh, now we're going after meat now. Interesting.
Well, they've always gone after meat, because what happened is well, I guess you could look at they disguised it in vegetarians and that sort of thing, and don't eat red meat and that. Now they're going after the red meat not being safe. Red meat is safe. We've been eating it. I'm pushing 65, and I think I've eaten it for 65 years. And I'm still doing okay, taking my vitamins every day. So I don't see anything wrong with it, but it is a systematic slicing and dicing, not of our constitutional rights. And if they can, there's one fellow told me something, Glenn, one time. He says, those who control the food control you. And you think about that in the depths of it. And that's actually true. That's actually true. We've been the breadbasket of the world.
Not anymore.
Forever. But now it is just evaporating faster than you and I can talk about.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you, Dale. And just keep.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate the time here. I appreciate you for doing what you're doing for our country.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. God bless you. You stay safe.
God bless you too, big guy.
Bye-bye. Dale Peterson.